it's never the right time. I will so I don't big time. Only love now will cry out. You'll never see what I hidden now. Hiding out deep down. Yes, I've heard that if you feel so for it's the only way to make friendships grow. But I'm too afraid now. Yes, I will be so next time. I will so still with words of the stop. So you strong I am. I put my head on. I saw you dead. I am. I'm a bunch of random breaks. I'm gonna get some. They happen every single day. I'm so good. I'm unstoppable today.
There you have it. See ya. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties, of course. Sometimes you have a good day, sometimes you have minor things, but yet, as I said, you don't give up, you strive on. So as you can see, hey, minor difficulty, and I move on. I have to talk to my technician next time. But anyway, there's Sia with Unstoppable, and you know, I'm sure a lot of you right now can relate to that. A lot of you needed to hear that because a lot of you are having difficulties, with getting through the day, with understanding how can I get through today? Because times are hard. We know this. Times are extremely hard. But you know what? Never meant you can't get through it. And you can't say that you never had a hard time in your life. I mean, as a human being living in your life as a child, as an adult, you've always had some critical times where you had to face the music, so to speak. You had to handle a situation and you were nervous, you were not sure of it, or you had to, go to school for the first day and you were very nervous because you didn't know anyone and it was a new environment, or you had to go to college and once again, new environment, or you had to go to a new job. Once again, new environment, new people. But you did it. You found a way to go there and you handled it. You did it and you surprisingly did it again and again and again. And you achieved the ability of doing it to the point where it became normal. You don't think about that, do you? You don't think about how many times you've made achievements, and at first there were fears, but you had faith in yourself. You had a motivation and determination not to give in and to move forward and to move on and to do successfully well. And you did. Sometimes you need to be reminded of that. Sometimes someone needs to remind you of that. And so I, Alan Cousin of Get Up Radio Media, I'm reminding you. I'm reminding you of the many times you've had situations, tribulations that you had to face with fear, and you defeated with faith and motivational power in yourself. I'm reminding you how many times you've won against life. I'm reminding you of how many times you've succeeded in life. I remind you right now of how important you are and how amazing you are in life. That without you, life would not actually be the same. And yes, many people die every day. So you're thinking, if I die, who's going to miss me? Or how am I going to be different? How is life going to change because of me? You'd be amazed. You'd be amazed how many people might rely on you every day to make their life better, to rely on you to make them feel good, to rely on you when they have a problem to come to you for the solution. Because you don't ever think about how important you are. You don't think about the core, the magical inner core inside you, and how important that core is, to the point that when it generates electricity, it's on fire. It's a magnitude of pulses of energy that makes people attracted to you, to the point that you are that important to not only yourself but more so to them. And that's how amazing you are. That's how critical you are to this world. That's how important you are to life. That's how much life needs you. So I'm telling you this. I'm reminding you of this, that you are a ball of light that is so energetic, that is so cosmos, that you cannot leave this world. You cannot give up. You cannot surrender. You must go on. You must get through this. No matter how hard it gets, guess what? When you fall, just pick yourself back up and walk again. Because you can. You've done it many times before. And guess what? You can do it again. In these last 2 years, I lost a domestic partner of 10 years. 10 years. You don't think about that. That's 3,650 days that I spent time with someone. And then they're gone. And it hurt. It was very difficult for me. And I lived in a very alternative lifestyle. So I lived in a poly lifestyle, which means that I lived with more than one person. But we had purpose in life to each other, to the point where we had honesty, trust, respect. It wasn't something where we went outside the family or outside the household to deal with other people. It was just strictly us. And we enjoyed being with each other because, we enjoyed each other's company. We enjoyed having fun with each other. It was like a family in itself, though a little bit on the different side. It still was a family. And when I lost that domestic partner of 10 years, it hurt. It hurt critically, because she got jealous because she thought that I loved someone more than her, and I didn't. She didn't realize how important she was to me. And then the person who she was jealous of, she moved in, and I've been knowing her for 3 years, right? And then she left. Now, how does that feel when you lose a partner of 10 years over someone else that really wasn't a problem at all, to be honest with you? But then that person also leaves you. Now tell me how do you get through that, right? How do you get through that? And then not only do they leave you, but they also leave you with the financial bills and the financial debt that they created. How's that for a going away present, right? I loved you. I don't love you now. I'm leaving you. And by the way, I'm not helping you. And you can take care of the rest. But thank you for what you did for me. I'll remember the memories. That's what I was told. That's what I was told. And let me tell you, talk about first the emotional pain and the mental anguish and then the physical pain and then going to bed at night trying to close your eyes and dream and not feel like you have PTSD because all of those memories now that were once beautiful are now being your nightmares because you're seeing these moments that you are with this individual and now the individual is no longer there when you open your eyes the next morning looking for them or when you wake up in the middle of the night in sweat because you want them and you need them, but they're not there. Think about that. But guess what? I'm still here. And guess what? I'm going to still be here. Now, am I going to go look for another woman? No. I have a beautiful young lady named Catherine that's here. And she's not going to leave because you know what she told me? She said, I don't know why they left you. I don't know what the reasons were or what they felt was wrong with the situation. But what I see in front of me is an intelligent, handsome gentleman that cares so deeply about me that no matter what, he will always do whatever he has to put me first. And he has always put me first. And that's why I love him dearly because he puts me first and takes care of me no matter what. He makes things right when things go wrong. And you know, Catherine, thank you. Thank you so much for being that critical element. Thank you for being me as I'm being to others today to let me know how important I am. So when I look in that mirror every morning, I know that there is a reason, there's a purpose for me to wake up in the morning. And it's not just for Catherine, it's for myself and for others. To make others feel good about themselves, to help others be positive, to help others succeed, to show how important and amazing I am and show my talents so that others may grow from them and I may grow as well. God put Catherine there for a reason, even though she left at one time, funny enough, but came back and said she would never leave again, and she's not. It's amazing how, you don't really think about what you have. And sometimes life is so good that you start to take it for granted. You start to not realize the important benefits that you got such a good life and that you're one of few that don't have to stress over paying bills or going out to eat, taking a shower or a bath, or going out and driving in your car that's working without any issues, or having electricity and water, or an air conditioner or heat or when necessarily needed, or a nice bed to sleep in, and a firm mattress, and online streaming. I can go on and on. Of the many things that you have, these things that you take for granted that you don't even consider how very few people might actually have those same things. But you have them. You were graced and blessed with having that, while others are out struggling, sometimes working two jobs just to live, not to enjoy life, just to live life. Appreciate